friends, I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. I would like to show you how I turn two plain pieces of black cardstock into a card display. I store this card display flat, and then I simply bend it and attach it with magnets on each side. And that leaves slots where I can display my cards. For instance, these are the cards I got as swaps at the On Stage Live. And you can see they can go in either way, but they're far enough apart so that my customers can come up and look at them. This card display will handle even thick cards. Here's some cards that we made at the On Stage event. This display is really handy if you are going to other people's houses or you like to tuck things away, but when you show your customers the cards that you've made, you'd like to display them. If you're a hobby demonstrator or just a general customer, probably not your thing. I hope to have something to interest you next time. Of course, you could make this with any color. I usually use black because I want people to focus on the cards themselves, but any color will work. So I have my cardstock in portrait mode, and I'm going to score it at 1.5, 2 1/4, 3, 5 1/2, 6 1/4, and 7. And then you're going to fold the second score line, and we're going to mark it at 1.5, 1 3/4, 3 1/2, 3 3/4, 5 1/2, 5 3/4, 7 1/2, 7 3/4, 9 1/2, 9 3/4, and then we're going to fold it at this second line and mark it the same way. Now, if you decide to turn it around, you need to also flip it over because this is at 1.5, but this is 1 1/4 inches from the end, so you have to keep measuring from the same side. So in this case, I'm just going to flip it this way and do the same marks. 1.5, 1 3/4, 3 1/2, 3 3/4, 5 1/2, 5 3/4, 7 1/2, 7 3/4, 9 1/2, and 9 3/4. You might be able to see that I scored it and marked it to that first score line. Now we're just going to snip those pieces out. You don't even have to be neat and tidy about it. It doesn't have to be super straight. I'll snip these pieces out. And the same, repeat on this side. Your other piece of cardstock you'll cut down to 7. And then with this piece you just fold back, and these also get folded back. So then we just need to find the middle of this piece. I have marked this piece at 2 1/4 on top and bottom, and I'm going to put adhesive of your choice on here. It really does not matter at all. I'm using the multi-purpose glue here just because that gives me a little chance to wiggle it around if I need to. Fold this back and put this fold at the 2 1/2 inch mark. Then you will need a couple of pieces of magnet. I have some of the leftovers from those magnet sheets that I use for my thinlits. So I'm just going to peel off the back, put it onto this piece, somewhere in that section. Stick this on here. Go ahead and stick your magnet so that if there's a difference in polarization, you won't have to worry about that. You know they're going to stick where you want them. And then fold this over so that the ends meet. Turn it around and we'll do the same thing on this side. You can also use these little thin magnet discs. They are the very thin magnets. Whatever you have that's thin will work just fine. If you're using the disc magnets, put some at the top and the bottom so that it will hold the full strip. And that's all there is to it. So you just pull the magnets and straighten it out so you can fold it flat and it will store very nicely between your catalogs or your order forms or whatever. And then it makes a full 3D display. I hope that's helpful for you. If you want some more organizational ideas or ideas for cards, come on over to bevadams.com. I'm also working hard at getting all my labels and my cardstock sampler and my case inserts all ready for the new catalog. I can't wait to show you the new catalog. Talk to you soon. Bye.